Welcome you legends back to another video, and today we're doing a career mode save with Liverpool Women's. Liverpool Women's was founded in 1989, and in their 35-year history they've been crowned the champions of England twice. However, since their last crowning in 2014 they have been relegated and found their way back to the Women's Super League. So in this save we're going to rebuild them to glory, make them the best team in England, also take it a step further and make them the best team in Europe. And to test out all the features of the women's career mode, we're going to take it one step further. We are going to also try and win a major international tournament. So jumping straight in, this is the team. There is some work to be done. We're going to try and sell a few players, switch some players up in their positions and everything, and make sure we're sorted for a good season. This season is all about staying in the Women's Super League. I know there's not relegation, but we don't want to go down, and we're just going to try and make sure that we're building on a solid foundation of being one of the better teams in this league. So one thing going into the women's career mode, the budgets are really small, but it reflects on the players as well. So it's a really interesting concept to try and get your heads around, work out which players are worth the money and whatnot. It's just scaled down, but this gives you something extra to think about. And I just wanted to show that with the player values. I mean, our best player is 60k in terms of value, a lot of the players around 40k. It just gives you an idea of what we're working with, what we have to figure out, and basically we can now try and build a squad with that small budget we have, but bring in some nice players that will really build the team. But don't worry, everything is scaled down, so even the weekly salaries of coaches and whatnot, but it's very different. If we're a low-level team like this at Liverpool, we're only going to be able to afford one big coach. It's going to take a lot longer to build and grow the squad, grow the system, and grow the backroom staff to make sure we're as good as we can be. So with everything checked out, we had to jump into the transfer window and get a lot of business done. We want to make sure we're strong enough to really grow this season, get a few young talents in that can improve with us over time, and we had to get a lot of players out. There's a lot of aging players here that just weren't going to work out. So firstly, we've sold Capox for 55k. We've got our backup goalkeeper Rachel Laws out for 45,000. Gemma Bonner has gone out for 45,000. Yana Daniels goes out for 41,000. Jasmine Matthews also goes out for 38,000. We have loaned out Sophie Lundgaard to Leicester City for the season. Maddie Duffy has gone to Angel City for the year, and Mia Enderby has gone to Granada for this season. So it's at this point we had to bring in some players, strengthen the team. We changed our formation, so we had to make sure we had enough players in there. So firstly, we brought in Anna Koivunen, a free goalkeeper from Finland. Vanessa Lymanstol, 30k for the winger. Irene Fontaine comes in for 31,000 to cover our wing spot. Henna Muaina has come in for 33,000 to cover our holding mid-roll. Asmita Ale has come in for 40,000. Larina Faitza has come in for 60,000, a really strong central midfielder. And we've brought in a player from Manchester United, Grace Clinton. She has come in for £70,000. And so after the window, the team looks like this. It's a lot stronger and a lot younger, so I'm very happy about that. We've moved the formation, we've made it a bit more free-flowing than 5 at the back. We've moved Kiernan out to the wing, and she's progressed by 2 already, which is amazing. Fazer, we know we could move to the wing, and she could be upgraded maybe, but for now, I want to keep a solid midfield partnership. We've got a really good squad going on here. I'm really excited to see what we can do this season. We've got young talents that will grow as well, so hopefully by next season we'll have an idea of where we stand and what sort of journey we're on. The 2024 Ballon d'Or goes to Caroline Graham-Hansen, very strong player for Barcelona, very impressive season, so well done to her. I'd be very interested to see though if we can get one of our players to win the Ballon d'Or on this journey. Now, about a quarter of the way through the season, we sit here in 7th, only 7 points from a potential 18. It's okay. We are only 3 points off the drop though. We've got a lot of work to do and still quite a big few teams to play, so definitely not the best start, but we're just feeding our way in, understanding where we fall in these teams, and hopefully we can build on that during the season. And so we're at the halfway stage, and as it stands, we would be getting relegated. The bottom 2 teams go down, so this is a nightmare. We really need to turn things around because this is not okay. One of the star players is Leanne Kiernan. We've moved her out to the left wing. She's done really well with 6 goals so far. She's only 3 off the top with players like Samka and Geiser there. Really good start to the season. Really impressive from off the wing to get that many goals. Hopefully she can keep that up. Now in January we made only one move. We brought in a third choice striker, Lena Gunning-Williams. She's one of the only players that's played for my team, Ipswich Town, in the game, so I had to try her out. She's going to be our third choice striker. She's going to be there in the background. We picked her up for 12,000. So after that we've got this team and it's doing very well. We haven't really had any changes to the first team, to the starting lineup, but we're seeing improvements. Smith, Clinton, Faitzer, Banabe all improving, so the squad is getting better bit by bit. And so we rush to the end of the season and we finish in 10th. Now, hypothetically, in a world where there is relegation in this game, we would have stayed up. So that's the main thing. We now have a foundation. We now have a place to build from. We know we're good enough to be in this league. Now we need to grow. Now we need to improve on our scores, improve on our results, improve on our points tally. We're going to try and do all of that next season and continue this journey to become one of the best clubs in the world. Leanne Kiernan had a fantastic season, done a fantastic job keeping us up. 14 goals off left wing. She has been incredible. Hopefully she can continue that goal scoring form, grow, become even better, and now we'll try to add a few players to help her out and make sure that we're firing for much higher than 10th in the league. Our best assister was Mary Hobinger. She done well with 4 for the season, was a little way off the top with 6, but still a great year. Hopefully she can build on this. We'll obviously look to continue to improve through transfers as well, but it's a good start nonetheless. Finally, Teagan Micah done well. 6 clean sheets actually was pretty good. We might have to end up looking for a top keeper though, because I don't think she has a lot of growing potential, and we definitely need that. So we'll work on that next season. We'll see what we're looking for, but hopefully we can find the right solution. But here are our top performers. Fats have done pretty well from midfield. Clinton done well off the right. They were 2 of our new signings. Smith, our striker, done okay with 8. I would like a few more. But Kiernan, what a season. 15 goals and 4 assists off the left wing. She is going to be the star for us. Hopefully she can continue this performance, continue this level of consistency, and now we'll add a few players around her to really strengthen us. Now, as far as other competitions go, I'd say this is one of the limitations of the women's career mode. It felt quite short, only 22 games in the year, no cup matches, so I'd love to see an FA Cup added, something like that. Maybe we need more tiers added for the English League, I don't know, but it did feel a bit empty. Hopefully once we get into the Champions League, and then obviously if we do some international matches, that will fill out a bit more, but for now it's pretty bare. So we'll try and pick up some of those as soon as possible. Big shout out to Barcelona. They did beat Chelsea 2-1 in the Women's Champions League. Really good performance. 2 of the best teams in the world right there. But that is it for season 1. A pretty exciting season. Getting to grips with things. We'll continue to learn the reins, basically just pick everything up here and there. But we have the foundation. We know what we're working with. We know where to go from here. This is brilliant. I hope you enjoyed season 1. We can continue this journey, try and get some international management on the board. Things like that will really spice it up. Now, moving into season 2, there wasn't a lot of action in the transfer window, but we did get some moves done to really strengthen us. So, Kerry Holland has gone out for £52,000. Faye Kirby has gone out for £20,000, and Neve Fahey has gone out for £20,000 as well. From there, we brought in some new players. So, Melissa Kaiser has come in for free, a brilliant free agent option. Anna Tajada has come in for £55,000 to strengthen our holding midfield position. Lily Woodham has come in for £70,000. The Welsh left back will really strengthen us. And then we brought in the German goalkeeper Maria Luisa Cruz, £110,000 for her services, and she'll really strengthen our goalkeeping position. So after another fantastic window, this is how the team looks, and it does look a lot stronger. I'm hoping Smith can really grow this season, because if not, we're going to have to start looking for a new striker that's scoring a lot more goals. But other than that, I'm in a really good place with this team. I think they're doing really well. They're growing together. We've added some nice signings that really strengthen us from what we had last season. So I'm interested to see what we can do. Now the Ballon d'Or shortlist is here with Peugeot, Pina, Kerr and Hansen. Who will come out as the winner? Sam Kerr has won the 2025 Ballon d'Or, coming out on top over the 3 Barcelona players. Very impressive campaign. But it's at this point that it leads us to the quarter stage of the season. 6 games, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. So pretty all-round average, and I don't mind that at all. We're up in 6th. We're doing a lot better than we were last year, so maybe we've taken a small step forward. We're going to try and push forward and get towards those Champions League spots and things as soon as possible, but for now, really good scenario. And so here we are at the halfway stage, and we've infiltrated the top 4. United, Chelsea, City and Arsenal tend to dominate these leagues, being up there most seasons, and now we're in that pack. So we have made incredible strides, we've made waves in the league. Now can we continue that in the second half of the season? Now I stated I need Olivia Smith to do a bit more, and she is doing that. She picked up 8 goals in total last season. She's already on 7 from 11, so very impressive start to the season. She is kicking us forward. And as you can see here, we've also got contributions from Leanne Kiernan on the left wing, 5 goals from her so far, and then even more contributions. Hobinger, Clinton and Tejada all picking up 3 goals already this season. So after the first half of the year and no movement in the January window, this is how the team looks, and it is coming together. Clark is the weak link, but she's a young talent. She has the ability to grow, so I'm trying to give her some chances to really jump up and become part of the team. The rest of the team is really coming together though. Woodham, Kiernan, Smith, Clinton, all improving, so we're looking really strong now for the second half of the season. Let's see what we can do in that though. Let's see what we can do with the next 11 games. I'm very excited to see if we can break towards the Champions League football. And so here we are, we've held our spot at 4th, we've overtaken teams like City and United, which is so impressive, but it's such a shame that Everton beat us. I do feel like we could have overtaken them. They finished on 40 points, us on 37, meaning they get Champions League football and we do not. We need to make that step next year though. That is a big goal. That is a must. We need to start entering those competitions and seeing how we can fare against the biggest teams in the world. Now when it comes to individual performances, Leanne Kiernan has done it again. She had a fantastic second half of the year, finishing on 13 goals. She has been a revelation out at left wing for us. What a decision to move her out there. She seems to be thriving. Hopefully she can continue this form. And when it comes to the top assists, Hobinger and Smith are going to share the top assister award. Both of them have been incredible during this campaign and really showing their talents and providing for the team. Maria Luisa Groves finishes on 3 clean sheets, 5th in the table, just 2 off the league leaders in Kaylin Sheridan and Courtney Brosnan, but an impressive campaign nonetheless. Hopefully she can grow, continue to do even better, but it'd be great to see her winning the Golden Glove at some point. But to look at our team as a whole, Kiernan has been our main goal getter, but Smith has been our main contributor. 19 contributions this season is impressive. Tejada with 7 from holding midfield is great as well. Clinton, I'd like to see a little bit more from her. 6 and 1 is an okay season, but I know that there's more in there and she can do better. Hobinger and Nagano, brilliant. Hobinger unreal with the 8 assists. We're really starting to come together now, and I really think we can start to make a push for Champions League football. But in the Champions League, it's a repeat final of last year. However, it's gone the other way this time. Chelsea are the champions of Europe, beating Barcelona 1-0 in the final. So that puts the end to another very successful campaign. Serious growth from last season, so we want to continue that on this year. But there's now a stage where we need to make that jump to the Champions League. It is pivotal we do that soon enough, and also we need to start looking at international offers. And so with a new season comes a new window. There wasn't a lot of movement, but we wanted to strengthen the team. So Gemma Evans has left for 55,000. We plan to bring in a few new centre-backs so she just gets displaced from the team. We brought in a few players, so Zoe Stevenar has come in for 65,000 as our backup right back. Xenia Perez comes in at 75,000 to cover our centre back spot. And then to partner her, we've got Jaina, £77,000 it costs to bring her in. And now we have an entirely new centre back partnership. We have loaned out some of our young players. So Mia Enderby has gone out to FC Fleury. Jenna Clark has gone out to Arsenal for the season. And Lucy Parry has gone to the other side of North London to play for Tottenham. So going into season 3 and after the transfer window, the team looks like this. One thing I will say is we are getting better slowly, but I do feel the majority of our improvements are coming from signings, so players that come in and strengthen the team. However, what I will say is I haven't had the coaches to full. I have had some coaches in my team. So I've now tried to bulk that up this window, add a lot more coaches, put players in a position to really grow. And I'm going to see how that looks by the end of the year, because I'm not sure if there's like a difference between the men's career mode and the women's career mode for how the progression and growth works. So I'll keep an eye on that and find out and see if I can work out any correlations, any patterns, so you guys know how it works better. So when it comes to the Ballon d'Or shortlist, James, Ramirez, Kerr and Holt are the contenders this year. And the winner is Sam Kerr of Chelsea. Back-to-back Ballon d'Ors is outrageous, winning the 2026 Best Player of the season. What an accolade. So here we are, a quarter of the way through the season, 6 games gone, 15 points from a potential 18. What a start. First, obviously, objective is getting into the Champions League, but if we win the title, we tick off an objective on its own and then get ourselves into that elite competition. And so here we are just over the halfway stage. I went one game too far, but we are in second. And if you ask me whether I'd take this at the start of the season, I would snap your hand off. So absolutely brilliant. We continue to progress. If we stay here, we'll be in the Champions League next year. So we're on the right track. Hopefully we can get the job done. I guess we will see. Leanne Kiernan is continuing to be the GOAT for us. Absolutely unbelievable every season. And the fact that she's doing it off the wing is even more impressive. 7 goals from 12 games. She has kept us in this one. Very happy we have her on our team. So at the end of the season, we finish in Champions League football. Chelsea and City will be in there with us. We've overtaken Arsenal, overtaken United. We are really starting to look like an incredible outfit. I am so happy that we've made this jump. Now it's about going and battling with Europe's best. And at the end of the season, we have a player who has won Player of the Season. It is Leanne Kiernan. Another fantastic year. She has been so impressive since we moved her out to the left wing. I never expected her to be this good, but she is consistently just making it up for us. She's doing everything to keep us in these battles. So impressed. She has been unbelievable. I mean, look at those stats. Leanne Kiernan gets 14 for the season. An incredible year for the Irish winger. So happy she's done so well for us. She is continuing to smash it, and I can't wait to see what she can do in Europe. Marie Hobinger also doing incredible, getting the joint assist record with Lauren Hemp. What a season for her. She continues to be incredible in central midfield. A big up to Maria Luisa Gross, 4 clean sheets, 1 off the Golden Glove. Hopefully she can just take that next step and get that big accolade in her career, but she's still doing incredible for us. And now there's another reverse of the fixture. Barcelona and Chelsea reach the final again. It's just these two when it comes to the Champions League. Barcelona come out on top this time, winning on penalties, so they are the Champions League winners. And so that's the end of season 3. A great year for our progression, a great year for jumping forward, and it's even better knowing we will now be in the Champions League. I can't wait to go and attack that, take on phase 2 of this challenge. We still need to try and win the league though. It's going to be a big window ahead. So here we are in season 4 and things are ramping up. We did get rid of a few players. So Sophie Roman Haug has gone out for £100,000. Grace Fisk has left for £92,000. Fuka Nagano has gone out for £45,000 and Hena Moina has gone out for £33,000. We have also loaned out Lucy Parry to Arsenal and Lena Gunning-Williams to Arsenal as well. So there's 2 players out improving themselves and developing. And then we brought in 3 new players. players. So firstly, Malau Marchetto comes in from Madrid, £68,000 for the Danish central midfielder. We have brought the holding midfielder Claire Hutton in from Washington Spirit. The American will come in for £75,000 and strengthen our rotations. And then we've brought a superstar, one of the biggest names in women's football. She was at Roma and we've picked her up for £290,000. Lauren James comes in and will occupy our right wing slot and seriously improve the team. So after that transfer window, the team looks like this. Now we've made an executive and bold decision to move Kiernan to striker. James will come out to the right wing and we've moved Clinton to the left wing. So I guess we'll see how that plays this season. If Kiernan struggles to score goals, we may sell Clinton, put Kiernan back out on the left, but we'll figure that out in time. But for now, this is how we're lining up. We're a lot stronger in defense. We're a lot stronger in midfield. Things are really going well. The team is growing, so I'm very happy with how the squad looks. But one thing to look forward to is the Champions League, and this is our group. We have Roma, Real Madrid, and Ajax to try and get past. We have to try and get into the knockout stages. It's going to be a really tough one. We've got 4 groups in this format, so City, Lyon, Frankfurt and Barcelona, Rosengard, Juventus, Wolfsburg and Chelsea, and then Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, PSG and Paris. So it's going to be a really good competition this. I can't wait to see what we can do. Hopefully we can smash the group stages. Now the Ballon d'Or will be going back to Barcelona this year as all 4 nominees, all 4 contenders play for Barcelona. So Peugeot, Hansen, Pina and Paraguayo all in contention. Who will come out on top? And the winner is Pina. She wins the 2027 Ballon d'Or. Nice to see a little change in here. Really impressive. No Sam Kerr nominated this year though. Very interesting to see. Now here we are, a quarter of the way through the season, and we've got 13 points from a potential A team. We're doing pretty well. Brighton and Chelsea are ahead of us though, so it's not going plain sailing right now. But otherwise, we're far and away from United, we're far and away from City, and the same goes for Arsenal, who are all the way down here in 10th. So really impressive from us. We've turned the tables, we've become one of the better teams in the league, but we need to take it a step further if we actually want to win the title. Now, I've had quite a few offers, but I've been holding it out for this job, this specific role, the English national team job. It has been offered to us, so I'm going to accept this offer and we're going to start our international career. And so we rock up to the halfway stage and we're just 1 point off Chelsea. We're doing really well. We've lost 1 game all season, drawn 2, so we're in really fine form. We're really starting to put it together, looking very strong. So I'm really hoping we can continue this into the second half of the season and hopefully even overtake Chelsea for the title. We've also had a very impressive start to our Champions League journey. We've won 3, drawn 3, so completely unbeaten so far. We finished just ahead of Real Madrid on 12 points in the group stages. So ourselves and Real Madrid go through, Barcelona and Lyon go through. We've got Chelsea and Juventus progressing in Group C, and then Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid going through to the quarters. That means we'll be facing Lyon, and these are the draws. So Atletico Madrid are going to play Barca, Juventus are going to play Bayern Munich, Real Madrid playing Chelsea, and then we have our tie to deal with. Now in the league, Lauren James and Leanne Kiernan are smashing it. 9 goals each in 11. Both continuing to be in impressive form. It's great to see Kiernan is continuing even though we've moved her into the central striker role. Really impressed with this start of the season. Hopefully they can keep it up. I'm sure if we have this sort of goal scoring form, we could be in a chance of winning the title. Kiernan is also smashing it in the Champions League. 6 goals from 6. A goal a game is super impressive. No wonder we finished top of the group. Now with January running around, we had a few transfers actually go through. So firstly, we sold Vanessa Lyman Stoll for £40,000. We also sold our backup right back Zoe Stevenard for £100,000 to make sure we're making way for 2 new signings. So the first of those 2 signings is Loretta Elmazzi. She will come in for £80,000 and be our backup right winger. And then we brought in a new starting right back, Emma Ramirez, £200,000 for the 83 rated Spanish right back. She is going to seriously improve us. So after the summer window, it looks like this. We are really looking strong. I can't can't wait to see if this is good enough to really make moves in Europe, because it's difficult to know what level every team is at. But this is a very impressive team. The bench looks so much stronger. The starting lineup looks really impressive. I'm really loving this career mode so far. Now, this is the team for our first international break. The first team we've called up. Some fantastic players in there. Lauren James, who plays for our team, Liverpool's in there as well. A few others are making the cut as well. What a squad. Let's see how we can kick things off in these friendlies. So I'm just going to show you how we do in the first 2 fixtures, our first games in charge. These are just friendlies, so there's nothing riding on them. But this is the current starting lineup, and there is some serious talent. So I'm very excited to see what we can do. Let's see what we can do against the Netherlands in our first game. A big 3-0 win. Mella, Park, and Park again. Huge result. Can't wait to see if we can continue this on when it comes to those big games. And so our second game is against Mexico. This is the team again. We've got our best starting lineup, so we're going to utilize it. But I just want you to know, we're not going to show you too much of the international stuff unless it's to do with qualifying for the next tournament or it's something majorly big. But just to feed you in, see what we're working with, we're going to jump into this. We're going to sim against Mexico. We get another 3-0 win. Mella, Hemp, and Park again. That front line is looking unbelievable. I am liking this team already. And so here we are at the quarterfinals versus Leon. Our first test in knockout football. First test in Europe, really. And we got smashed 4-1 in the first leg. So I can only assume we aren't going through. We do know Leon are one of the better teams in the women's game. So hopefully we can do something. Yeah, I mean, a 3-3 is a much more admirable performance than the first leg. But we won't be going through. We have been knocked out of the Champions League at the first knockout round. And so we're here at the last game of the season, and as it stands, we would win the league. However, we have 1 game left. We have to beat Everton, our arch rivals. Chelsea are taking on West Ham, one of their rivals, so it's getting heated here. But if we get a win, we guarantee ourselves the league. So here we are. Can we get a win? Can we get that pivotal win to win the title? We're going to sim through this, obviously see what the result is, see what the computer decides, and then we'll jump in for the trophy lift. Making a move for Kiernan! Continues to be a hero, or a heroine, I should say. What a start! Good block. Tackled. Counter-attack is on. Kiernan back to her. Fontaine finds Kiernan for a second. She slots it into the near post, and surely we will be English champions. No space to do anything though. It's off both posts. Faitza scores a vital goal, and that will see us as champions for certain. Faitza tries to go long and can't, but that will see the end of the game. That will see our season over. Victorious. We win the league title. The WSL is ours. Absolutely love it. This group has been incredible, slowly growing together. We are really starting to make moves, and we are looking incredible. The next sort of step is definitely European football. Can we make waves there? Because the teams we're playing are incredible. But for now, here's Gross to crown us as the champions of England. Liverpool back on top for the first time since 2014, and now they're looking like a serious outfit. Another Player of the Season award goes to Leanne Kiernan, back to back in this one. She has been incredible once again, vital in our season of success. We get to be in the Champions League again next year. We've won our first league title since 2014, so it's an over 10-year wait. And she has been a really important part of it. I never thought when I picked this team up at the 73 rated that she would have this sort of influence. I mean, look at that season, 18 goals. Absolutely incredible. Very happy that she's continued her success when we moved her to striker. She's gone even further. She's done even better. So happy with that. What a player she is becoming. Also, big shout out to her in the assist leaderboard. She comes second with 6, just behind our other player, Lauren James. 7 assists for her. An incredible season in her debut season at Anfield. What a signing. And also a massive shout to Maria Luisa Gross. 8 clean sheets means she wins the Golden Glove for the first time. She has just continued to improve ever since she arrived. What a signing she was. What a keeper we have. I mean, let's recap the year looking at the team. So Kiernan with 35 contributions. What a player. James picked up a big 25 as well. Clinton really had a decent season. I think she struggled with us a little bit, but she's really had an impressive season this year round. Fates are doing well from midfield. Hobans are doing well, really decent as well, to be fair. Very happy with this squad. They are just getting better each year, and they're just getting more chances to show how good they are. What a group we have. And the final finally has a different combination of teams. Barcelona were there once again, but it was Lyon, the team that did knock us out, that went on to win it. I suppose that can make us feel a little bit better that we were facing the best team in Europe at the time. So that is it for the end of season 4. An incredible season to go and win a title at last. We've been waiting for this for so long, and I'm glad that it's finally come. Now, we're not going to jump straight into season 5 though. There's a little something we've got to do in the middle, and that is take on an international tournament. We've got the European Championships, in which, as England manager, we are trying to defend our own crown. Very exciting. Let's see what we can do in this one, and see if we can walk away with very important silverware. So this is the squad we've put together for our European Championship campaign. An incredible squad, so many talented players. We've got some really nice bench players as well. Strength in depth. We are ready for this major tournament. And so, as you can see on the left, who we have to come up against: Croatia, Ukraine and Scotland. If we can get the better of them, we'll go through to the knockouts and have a chance to fight for a big, major international trophy. So our campaign starts against Ukraine. We're going to jump into this game and see if we can get a result. We absolutely do. Maybe a bit tighter than we hoped, but Lauren Hemp comes in with a goal that puts us 3 points to the good in this group. Next up is the rivalry, Scotland versus England. Can we get a result against those to put ourselves on 6 points from this group? We absolutely do. They had a little bit of a late fight back with McGinn's goal, but Park and Mellor get the job done. 2-1 versus the Scots. And so finally it's Croatia. Can we beat them to go perfect in the group stages? It is a draw. We are unbeaten at least. Toon gets the goal, but Matanovic gets one back for Croatia to give them a point. And so that leaves the group looking like this. England and Ukraine do go through, beating Croatia and Scotland. Sadly, they are knocked out. We will go into the knockout rounds now, try and take down some of the bigger teams and make our way all the way to the final. So here it is, the quarterfinals versus Portugal. If we beat them, we move to the semis, to the final 4, and we'll be within just touching distance of the final. Can we knock out the Portuguese? Yes, we can. 3-1, Toon, Mellor and Toon. And Rafa Leao? Are we in like the men's European? I don't know. I think we're in the men's European Championships right now. That is definitely João Felix, João Neves. Why are Portugal in here? Are we just playing against men's teams right now? Now, I don't know whether this is the men's or the women's team, but it doesn't really matter at this point. We've got a good enough team to beat anyone. So let's see what we can do. Can we get a result versus the Netherlands? Yes, we can. Letitia does get red carded. Xavi Simons scores, but it's Stanway and James scoring the vital goals to send us through to the final of the European Championships. So at this point, it's very evident we're just in the men's European Championship. I haven't seen a single women's team now I think of it. So here we are in the final. Whatever happens, it's coming home. Can we bring it home though? Can we be the ones to get the European Championship? Here we are then, England versus England. Who will lift the European title? Let's get into it. Pops it into the middle for Mellor, who finds it to Park, who takes an early strike. The defence of the England men steps off. Balls into the front man. Balls around the box, so hard to deal with, but dropping it off the park, and she slots it home beautifully. Lovely false nine work from Mella, and what a finish, what a start for Bukayo Saka. Beats the man on the inside for Liam Delap. Scores the goal to equalise this final. Heartbreaking from me because he's an Ipswich player and I'm an Ipswich fan. But it spices this final up just a little bit. Great strike from Delap. Bino Gittins again. Looks for Liam Delap. He's changed this final around. It's a good strike. Berry saves. Gittins finds Gallagher, who hits it in with 8 minutes to go. They've taken the lead. It's been a tough fought fixture. We just can't create space in their box, but they're putting it on in hours. Pulls it back, and it's a fairly tame strike. Keeper could have done better, defenders could have done better. Gallagher, though, makes it 2-1. Tackle. Finds Stanway. Here's Park. Finds Toon. Back to Park. Comes on the inside away from Trent. Hits one! Park with a brace! Park with a late equaliser! It looks like he'll be going to extra time. It's an incredible piece of play down this left side. And Park has single-handedly taken us into the final 30. Come on. Beautiful work to just cut inside Trent. And when you needed to be composed, she absolutely was. Brilliant play. Wrong foot, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And just hit the perfect strike when it was needed most. 30 more minutes it is then to decide the winner of this European Championship. If it can't be split, it'll go to penalties. Back to Gallagher. Clipped into Bukayo Saka. Big strike. Really good save. Defenders on the spot to clear it out. Now Mella looks on the outside for James. It's an absolutely perfect ball. And James whips it in on the inside. Carwell stops it, but it falls to Toon. Ella Toon scores. Right in the right place at the right time. And that could be it done. Brilliant work from Mella. She finds James on the outside and the cutback was gorgeous. Gets a shot off. Colwell doesn't get enough on it. And Toon is jogging on the spot to get there and slot it home. What a turnaround. Trent is pushing forward. Still in possession. Can we deal with this last attack? Bukayo Saka's on the ball. Hits it, falls to Delap. Into Conor Gallagher, who scores, but it's offside. And we win the European Championships. Tense at the end. Gallagher put it in the net, but it doesn't matter. And now we will lift the coveted European Championship for the second time in a row. What a series this has been. I've really enjoyed doing this international side quest, shall we say. I absolutely love this team. Incredible story. So that is it. We have done it. The side quest has been completed. I just wanted to test it all out. It's obvious to see there are some bugs and things, but either way, we just enjoy this moment for what it is. We have won the European Championship. We have won a major tournament with this team. I am so happy that we've tried this out. It was a really enjoyable little extra, but that is it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been so good. We're going to get back to the Liverpool save though, see what we can do there. But England Women's have brought it home. And so that is it for the European Championships. A lovely little side quest, as I've said already, but we've enjoyed it. We've gone through everything. We've now won a league. We've now won a major trophy at international level. Now it's all about the Champions League. So now we kick on into season 5 and every aim is on the Champions League, but we had a transfer window we had to jump into to get some work done. So firstly, we've sold Lucy Parry to Le Havre for £17,000. Sophie Lundgaard has gone to Werder Bremen for £45,000. Mia Enderby has left for Brighton and Hove Albion, £70,000 deal that one. And Irene Fontaine has left to Tottenham for £70,000. We only brought in 2 players, so Tuana Mahmood has come in as a free agent and she will cover our left wing role now. Irene Fontaine has left, and then we've brought in a big new starting centre mid, Andrea Jacinto, coming in from Real Sociedad, 89 rated for the Portuguese midfielder, and she is worth £250,000. So after that window, the team looks like this, and it's really starting to come together. Some serious talents, some serious ballers, and then we've got some world-class stars sprinkled about as well. I'm loving this career mode so far. We'll continue to grow it, see what we can do, but we need to make a move in the Champions League this year. So the Ballon d'Or is coming up, and this time it's Katoto, James, our winger, Caicedo and Shaw all linked in. So very exciting. Could our player win the Ballon d'Or? Sadly not. It goes to Katoto. I assume it's because she won the Champions League, something where she actually would have been the contributor to us being knocked out. It's a real shame that we couldn't get James this award, but hopefully we get another chance at it later on. And so after 6 games, we sit in 3rd. City and Arsenal are ahead of us, only 2 points off top though. Hopefully we can get this back on track. We've definitely not had the perfect start, but we still are unbeaten right now. So we jump to the halfway stage at this point, and we're top of the table, unbeaten by the way. 27 points from a potential 33. It's unreal. And Arsenal are trailing us by 3 points. This is an incredible start. Imagine we keep this up, win the league by a mile, be in good form for the Champions League, and potentially go invincible. Leanne Kiernan is up there again, just 1 point off top in the top scorers list so far. 7 for the season in the first half as well. Very good to kick us off for this year. And so when it comes to the Champions League group stages, we won our group by 1 point. Beat out Sociedad, PSG and Slavia Praha, but Sociedad will be coming into the knockouts with us. Barcelona and Lyon also going through. We've got Real Madrid and Man City going through as well, and Zurich and Chelsea. So it's going to be an intense quarterfinals. Now in January, we saw a couple of moves. So Melissa Kaiser has gone out. She's only gone out on loan for half a season, so we will see her back in the summer, but we brought in a really big addition. So we wanted to add them in, strengthen the team, and really make a push in this Champions League campaign. So Silvia Lloris has come in from Atletico Madrid for $280,000. What an addition at centre-back. Now there's been a tough situation. Silvia Lloris, who we literally just brought in January to strengthen us for this campaign, has been out with a broken foot now for a month and will be out for a further 2 months. So she's going to miss the majority of this campaign. She might just get back for the final if we make it there, but we won't have her for the journey. So here we are in the knockouts versus Chelsea, the first knockout stages to the quarter-final. We went 0-0 on the first leg. We should be able to take on a team this caliber considering we're way ahead of them in the league. This is a big one though. We've got a couple of players out, a suspension in midfield. We've obviously got Yorisa, as we've said. So hopefully we can get a result. Let's jump into this. We smashed them 3-0. Kiernan with a brace. And then of course Jacinto as well. What an addition. What a game. This is meant to be tight against Chelsea, but we absolutely hammered them at home. Now, as it stands, we've knocked out Chelsea. We've got Barcelona in the semis, the other team that's consistently in the Champions League final, and we 3-0'd them in the first leg. So if we can just hold on, we're in a final where we play either Lyon, who are the other team that have reached a final before, or Real Sociedad, who have already beaten in the group stages. So either way, surely we can get this done. But we're going to sim through this game, hopefully not lose 3-0. A 2-2 draw is fine with me. Tajada and Kiernan getting the goals, and we are in a Champions League final. So here we are at the end of the season, 1 game to go. We've absolutely smashed everybody in the league, but the reason I'm showing you this before we jump into the game is that we have the chance to do an invincible season. I have not done that once in any of our rebuilds, so this could be groundbreaking. Now, if we win that in the Premier League, you get a golden Premier League trophy, so we're going to say the same. You get a golden trophy if you win it. Let's jump into this and see if we can get a result. Now, we really have to mess up here if we don't take this one, as Leicester are bottom of the league. We are top. We're unbeaten. We've had an incredible season. So can we get the result to secure that? A draw is enough. We are invincibles, baby. What a year. What an impressive squad we have assembled. Leanne Kiernan finishes with the golden boot, a key part of our invincible season, a key part of getting us so many results. Lauren James also comes in with 11 goals for the season, so an incredible year for everyone that's around. Also a big shout out to Lauren James and Andrea Jacinto. Both have been incredible with 7 assists each. Sadly though, couldn't keep up with Paula Fernandez, 10 assists for the year, which is impressive. And Maria Luisa Gross hasn't finished with the Golden Glove, just 2 off, but still a fantastic year with 7. She has been an unbelievable keeper for us. So here we are with the squad stats. So many great players. Kiernan, 29 contributions, 31 for Lauren James, and Jacinto picking up a huge 25. Other players contributing as well. So many impressive talents in our team. I am so glad that we've done this career mode. It's been so much fun. There have been some bugs, there have been some problems, but overall, such an enjoyable experience. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. It's Lyon versus Liverpool. This is all that matters. If we win this game, the career mode finishes. So let's jump into this and see what we can do. Here we go. Lyon versus Liverpool. A huge occasion. Let's bring it home. It's Jacinto. Little bit of a nightmare to try and break down the midfield, but she zaps through and finds Kiernan early. Kiernan with a chance, takes the chance. Jacinto made it with the dribble through midfield, and Kiernan gets through and takes an early strike. It's 1-0 to Liverpool in the Champions League final. Do not give Kiernan that sort of time and space, because she will make you pay. Unbelievable striker, unbelievable player, and now sets us on the right tracks for a European Championship. Brilliant work to get us forward. Now Kiernan sets off Lauren James. She drives directly. She hits it. How have I missed that? A key chance, and blazes it wide. Here's the Wrighton, clips in, header 1, it's a brilliant header and it's just over the top. Terrible play though, and now Kiernan can try to get away from Gomez and Carpenter. She beats one, Carpenter is recovering, she takes it round another. Does she have the space for a shot? She hits the post. What a move, but she couldn't see it off. Now she fades to the back post, and Fritz is there. Clipped in. Big ball sent in, and Gross comes and claims, and now she can set us on our way. Here's Clinton, finds Kiernan, into Jacinto, who clips it back for Kiernan. She could get a chance if she's onside. She is onside, and she makes them pay again. Leanne Kiernan has been the absolute heroine of this career mode, and she continues to do it right to the end. Brilliant play to Jacinto. She feeds it back brilliantly, but the composure to find the bottom corner from there is so impressive. What a player. What an absolute legend. Short goal kick. Finds Xenia. Brilliant play to Jajada. Surely a foul. No foul given. Surprising call. Now Ella Toon tries to set them on their way. Finds Katoto, who slots it home. I'm surprised that's not a foul. How has that not? I mean, I want to take that back to the stage of Jacinto being dispossessed. Well played to Lyon, bringing it back through that play. But I am very surprised the ref hasn't called that. Right, so here's Jacinto. I mean, it's only small, but she's tripped her past being able to collect the ball. No touch on the ball. That goal should never have stood. Dealt with in the end. Now there's a counter on. Surely, Lauren James is released. Lauren James tries to knock it past the defender. She keeps the ball somehow. No, Keller does well. Stabs it back, keeps it in. Header one, falls to Kiernan. What a chance! It was a bit of a snapshot, but should have probably been a goal. Through. The Swanson, who feeds it to Katoto. Equalises the game up. A frustrating one that's got through. It's gone right through the goalkeeper as well. 2-2 after an impressive lead. Lyon are really taking it to us now. Right down the throat. Just couldn't be stopped. Good strike into the top corner. Tajada. Finds Herbinger. Into Kiernan, who opens the body. What a save. Clips it, tries to go for the far post. What a chance. Just waits and holds it up. Basher versus James down this wing. Laura James is peeling away. There's not a lot of options. She feeds it across to Clinton, who has somehow been denied. What a save from Fritz. Keeping it going though. Jacinto tries to keep it moving. I can't believe that hasn't gone in. Still in our possession though. Clinton brings in Woodham. Back again to Kiernan, who hits it in the 90th minute. Kiernan wins it for Liverpool. It's gonna be her, of course it's gonna be her. I believe that's a hat trick. It just shows how impressive she is. Impressive. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's such a difficult finish, and she slots it home like that. Unbelievable. Right, and trying to just get one last attack moving. There is enough time for one attack. Here's Swanson, dealt with by Tajada. It's sent forward, and Liverpool have won the UEFA Women's Champions League. A tough-fought fixture, an impressive goal to win it, and that is amazing. What a series, what an enjoyable episode. I have loved every minute of it. Wow. So here we are. Time to lift the trophy. This has been one of the most enjoyable career mode experiences. It feels so fresh with all the new information you have to take in. Everything feels a little bit different. I've really enjoyed trying this out. I will give my full detail just at the end of this piece, but for now, let's just crown the moment that Liverpool win the UEFA Women's Champions League. What a moment. What a series. Now, to this point, I kind of want to summarize what we've just seen, this entire new experience. Obviously, it has the base of career mode, so their fundamentals are pretty decent. But I do feel like there's some things to work on. Number one, we need domestic cups in this. It just gets a little bit tedious playing the league consistently. Once you get in the Champions League, yeah, that's good and well, but it just limits what you can do with a team. If you want to fight for relegation, you want to fight for mid-table, those things become a bit menial and boring. You need to find a way to elevate that, and I think things like cups and whatever can do that. Also, I've seen some problems with free agents. A lot of star players are stuck there for a year, 2 years. I assume it's a financial thing. With limited finances, they can't re-sign them or something. But we need to find a way to make the re-signing of players normal, or at least, if they get released, reassign them into the squads, because I saw teams like City massively declining at times with very limited star quality like they usually have. Also, I didn't stick around to see what the World Cup was like, but obviously seeing the European Championships, it's cool that you're involved in a European Championship, but the fact you're just added into the men's one feels very limited. There are enough women's national teams, it might not be as comprehensive, but there is a way to do it. Make sure to just get that done. It needs to be done. It needs to be fully oriented in this. And I'd have to say, overall, very, very pleased. For a first introduction from EA, from FC25, I'm pretty happy. But I know what they're like. They might just stagnate. They might not do the extra yards. They'll leave it to just stay the same for a few years, then add a few features. They need to look at trying to make this as realistic as the men's career mode. The men's career mode has everything from cups to licenses to whatever. We need to see more leagues. We need to see more tiers of leagues. If you can get the Barclays Championship as well, things like that, it will just elevate the experience. But those are my pointers for now. Overall, very happy. I did really enjoy this series. I would recommend giving it a try. It's very different to get your head around. I like the fact that the money is very different. It was difficult to understand what I should be offering, what I shouldn't. Am I overpaying? Am I underpaying? As we're in the men's career modes, I'm pretty much down to a tier of what different ratings and things should earn. So it was a nice fresh start from that perspective. But overall, we're going to leave this here. That was a bit of me waffling. I hope you got some insight out of it. I hope you do try one of these career modes for yourself and let me know your opinions if you do that. But for now, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Links to the socials down below if you want to get involved further. Hit the notification bell if you want to stay posted for when we go live, because they're sporadic streams. But that's going to be left here. There is going to be a video in the middle of the screen right now. Make sure to check it out. I know you enjoy it, so make sure to give that a click. But until next time, guys, I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely rest of the day. Until next time, peace out.